One. Go ahead.
Welcome back, and we appreciate your patience due to our unpredictable streaming schedule due to life events. I myself, and the holiday season. We are thrilled to be back and going back to Eberron. I have Ben playing Pico Taki, and also on screen we have Brian playing Edward Everflame Niven, and it is my privilege to have my nephew with me from Tennessee, David, who is, of course, Hodor McDermott. Brief recap: the trio finally heads to Mornland towards the outpost of Chronic, closer to the Black Tower and the Forged Crimson Wall, where they face a number of cultists who appear to be in the middle of a ritual. Acting uncharacteristically decisive, the group of adventurers dispose of the cultists, and in the aftermath of the fight, they notice a trail of viscous fluid leading behind an altar. At the end of it, discover an unconscious form of a Warforged. Working quickly, the trio is able to revive slash repair the automaton and learn his name is Denink. Now feel free to join us on your questions, comments, and their.
Sorry.
So it opens up. The story continues as you guys are standing uh, over top this newly repaired entity who has just introduced himself as
Mm-hmm.
and he says that he was ambushed. He informed your group he was ambushed by the cultists, barely escaped, and he thinks he was moving toward going upstairs exit of a unique form of energy that is detected.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Danique. I feel like we should get on our way.
Yes, Demink, you said that there was one who was really big with like a very big weapon, you said.
Yes, yes, it was the. I don't know if it was the leader, but it definitely was the one they were listening to.
Oh my. By chance, did he seem crazy like the others?
No, he seemed very decisive, as a matter of fact.
Oh dear.
The others seemed rather scattered and hard to focus, but this one seemed to be purposeful in his actions.
Oh, someone was taking their meds this day.
What are meds?
Oh, no, never mind. Huh.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Well, Fodor, you want to take the lead, and we'll have your back. All right. We press on into the into the cavern.
Danica looks around and nervously, like he's doing the checking, and he goes, I seem to be operational. Would you mind if I join you? I'm dreadfully curious to see what would bring up some kind of mystery like that in a place like this. And I do have a fair number of skills that might be useful.
That's perfectly fine with me.
Oh yes, we would love to have more company join us on this adventure. More friends, right?
He is human. Lovely.
Yes, I don't think that we should go quite so loudly as we did when we entered the place. Perhaps attempt to use a bit of stealth on our way. So we're gonna go stealthily, with caution. Pink Panther music plays. Bum,
Still hands
ba-dum,
down my favorite sound of
ba-dum,
all time. Just
ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-
a wash of dice.
I'm just going to wild shape into a pink panther. So.
Ah!
Okay.
Ticto needed to take his meds today.
Yes. So you
I don't actually have the form Pink Panther, so
Oh,
unfortunately
well,
I
I
can't do
figured,
it.
you could do whatever you want. Panther is something I've seen. So, yeah. Um, and as you're moving up the steps, you know, you're all pretty stealthy for the most part. And then you hear Janique bang, bang, bang. And he's like, oh, sorry. Apologies, sorry. Uh, he's not stealthy at all, so.
Perhaps.
Um, but you get up the first step, and there's not anything out of the ordinary. It's just you come up and you're trying to like do everything possible to like over like make sounds to cover up the heavy metallic on stone footsteps. Um, but you get up there and realize it was a complete waste of time because there's nothing up there. You get in there, it's another lit room. Um, there's several bookshelves, a couple like sconces on the wall, a couple have people in them. Um,
Is there.
there is it looks like bookshelves and like chests and things like that. Like just it looks kind of like what you'd imagine like a library or like a study would be in a town.
Do I see any books that might be. Have magic related things in them?
Let me get an investigation check from
That is a natural 19. Oh, that's a 25.
you. Okay. You as if drawn to it. Walk. You're looking around and your eyes fixate on this book, and it stands out because through the little bit of light that I'm assuming you guys. Um, yeah. You see a little glint in a little like kind of like sparkle. You know, like in the Final Fantasy games where you get the little like flashing thing, and you're like, oh, that's an item in the drawer. I gotta go get it. That kind of thing. You see it like real quick, a flash over in the book in the corner shelf. And as you get closer, it's just as dusty as the rest of it. You notice the book's got a little bit prettier of a spine. It's got some like metal like gilding on it and a little bit more fancy stitching. Um, and it shows like what caught your eye is there's this little like glittering jewel with just the faintest bit of light.
I'm gonna grab it.
Okay, I would like a wisdom check.
Uh-oh. Damn it. That is not a good check.
How's that dice tower treating you now, Ben?
It bothers me. 12.
12.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that wisdom check was for no reason other than just to have you
Other than to have me use the tower.
use the tower again. No, you get it, and as you touch the book, there's a little bit like a shock, like, right, like magic book, be a little bit more careful. But it seems to be like an older, yeah, like it fades really quickly. Like you're like,
Mine.
yeah. Do you read the book or do you just put it in your bag?
I could do a quick perusal, but just to see if there's anything important. But the Lord of Pain.
Lord of Pain. Yes, he is. You'd expect more knives.
No, I know exactly what it looks like.
Yes, the Lord of Pain. It's very dark. So you get a quick look.
Yes, just like a quick leaf through. I'm not doing anything like crazy.
Okay. It is a spell, and inside you get hold on a second. We have to. Oh,
As soon as I see there's spells in it, I'm just like, oh yes,
yes.
yes. Poppy.
It has the spell Mage Armor.
Oh my.
Yeah. And it has a unique spell called Spectral Sword.
Ooh.
Yes.
Those are the three.
Yes.
Spectral Sword.
Yes.
Okay. You said that's a. Did you just make that one up? If it's a.
Yes. It allows you to summon a sword that deals radiant damage that acts on your intelligence modifier. And it will last for 10 minutes.
Is it like a sword that like goes around on its own, or is it like a sword that like comes to my hand?
You can move it, but typically, yeah. Think of it like when you see the Jedi throw lightsabers, but then it comes back to their hand.
Okay.
Like that kind of thing. You can't have it be like a floating weapon. That would make it a cleric spell.
Okay.
So it's kind of like dancing weapon, but it's more of an
Kind of.
arcane thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of, but it's
What's the damage on it?
huh? Yeah.
What's the damage and level of it?
It goes up. It's going to be standard longsword.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's
But
one.
if you cast it at 6th level, you it's 2 swords.
Ew.
So yeah, and then 12th level 3, and then 16th level 4.
So is it like a cantrip?
Huh?
Is it a cantrip then?
No, my fault. I'm thinking what level you can do it. Yes. It
Okay.
is considered it's a 1st level spell, and you cast it at 3rd level. Sorry, that'll give you 2 spells, 2 swords, and then you cast it again at 6th, get 3, and
Okay.
then obviously 8th and up, it will be 4. Sorry, I was thinking character level for some reason. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Okay. I say what you were saying. I was like, that's a cantrip.
No, it's not. It's a 1st level spell. Because it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
If it was a cantrip, that's just not. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'll write it out and put the spell in your.
Sounds good. Well, I can't use it until I can study it anyway, so that's fine.
Correct. Sorry, I had the notes, but I got moved because now I have a different setup for right now.
Yay.
All right, so.
Da-na-na-na.
All right. Remember, there's chests, there's bookshelves. All right. There are 4 chests. There is a wooden chest that's just plain simple. It looks like an old an old like foot locker, like with rope handles and a lid that comes off. And then there's 2 identical chests that are metal. A little bit more fancy. Then there's one incredibly fancy. It's got like some gilding on it, and it's very like it's like the fancier. Like you're gonna be like, this is where I keep my good china.
I rolled 19 to see if Ticto would know what mimics are.
Yes, mimic things.
Mm-hmm. Fodor, before you touch any of those, poke it with a stick. Uh-oh.
All right, you open it up, and in there are a handful of arrows. There is a greenish potion that kind of like is swirling, like if you hold it, it kind of like is slowly like I don't know, like when you pour cream in hot coffee and it slowly swirls.
Edward is actually going to start reaching into his
Are
bag.
you using it? Can you use it? Oh, because if you equip it, you add +2 to your armor.
Edward is going to start like reaching into his bags and like pulling out small trinkets like little sticks that he's collected, and kind of like going around in a circle, kind of like dumping out little sprigs of holly on the ground and whatnot. He's gonna start to prepare the ritual for detect magic.
Okay.
It's gonna take him 10 minutes though, so he's gonna
Okay. So while you're doing this, roll. All right. Yeah, I do. I know I can actually see it. It's nice. So you go to the next chest, and this one you like just pop it right open. And inside you see 2 small red. They're like testicles. You know, and you're very familiar. You've been in the battle before, and these are. Yes. And then you find the other sandals, the other 2, and you find a long sword that looks like it is completely, like there's not a mark on it. It's shiny, it's clean, it's bright, it's, okay. All right. And that is everything that's in there.
Frodo, poke it with a stick. Poke it with a stick first. Just for me. Poke it. Before you open it.
Where are you standing right now?
I'm still by the bookshelf.
Okay. Are you walking closer towards him, explaining to him about the mimic?
Yes, I'm saying it aloud. I'm not explaining it. I'm just saying, hey, Fodor, before you make a move, poke it with a stick. Poke it with a sword. Just for me. Doesn't matter.
So you're investigating the third one? Okay, I'd like to get an attack roll. Yes, to see if you actually hit it. Alright. Alright, you hit the shit out of that chest. You splinter the top of it, like, broke open. But in doing so, you hear the and you smell this caustic fluid. And as you lift open the lid, you see him climb a bunch of the green vials, and he shatters, bled into the inside, and liquefies the contents. That chest is.
I didn't say to attack it. I said poke it.
Tried to poke it. That is poke. So you're by the one bookshelf, so there's another bookshelf and the last remaining chest.
I'm going to approach the chest, and I'm going to poke it with my staff.
Right, and an attack roll.
I'm not attacking it. I'm just like poking it, like gently, to see if it's squishy or sticky or anything like that.
Yeah, roll.
Huh. It's a net 1.
All right. As you reach out to poke it, you slip, and you miss it completely, and you poke the bookshelf.
Which was
Alright.
the actual mimic in the room.
Yeah, and the bookshelf slaps you back, like tentacle back out at you. Also rolling a nat 1, so it's just kind of shocked, like.
Fuck, I told you! Mimics! I told you there were mimics in here! It was too good to be true!
Oh no. Alright. We have
17.
20 to 25. Okay, 20, 15 to 20.
Oh, we're doing it.
17.
Yes. Very good.
See, I was right! You all thought I was crazy, but I was right!
is 11 plus 3, so 14.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Joe.
Can't see you.
Hey. Joe, why you there?
Okay,
All right.
Max Gokul. In the middle of something.
So, Victo, you definitely avoid the flailing tentacle of the bookshelf mimic.
Okay. I'm just be like, fuck you! And I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay.
While also, like, trying to make as much distance as possible between myself and the mimic. That's a nat 20.
All right.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. So double dice or double damage?
Roll your damage and double it.
That is a... Oh, fuck yeah. That's a 9. Yep, that's a 18 damage.
Marvelous. All right, Edward.
All right. It seems like they may need my help, so I'm going to cut off the ritual and instead I will produce flame in my hand and hurl it. I shall hurl it with a deadly accuracy. Or so I hope.
All right.
No, that's probably not. In total, that's a 15.
Oh, that hit.
Oh, very good. I did 5 points of fire damage.
Very good. All right. The mimic is going to move towards Ticto. And he's going to attack with the pseudopod.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, this mimic is so lame, he couldn't even get real pods.
I see. Fake pod. For a natural 20.
Yep. That's it.
Alright. So that is going to be 18 points
Oh, fuck.
of bludgeoning damage. And I need a strength check.
Strength? Uh-oh.
Yes.
Ah! That's not good. That's a 9.
You are grappled.
Oh, fuck.
Yes. And he has the pseudopod's got you, and he's like wrapped around you, and got like you're smashing you into like the book. And a little part of you is like, hate this. Like you
Hate this so much.
hate book.
Hate you.
Hodor, it's your turn. Oh yeah, that's super hit. Yes. The croaky bookshelf. Again, rubbing Victo's face. Like, against the
It burns. I hate everything about this. Where's Denink in all of this?
got Victo. Which, by the way, where is
Huh?
Watcher with you?
He's not like on my person. I don't know where Watcher is right now.
Okay, that's what I'm just asking. Like, so that because we didn't ask. So go ahead.
Yeah. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step and 30 feet away. It's like, never, again.
I don't. Isn't there like semantics, like emotion, while you're that you have to do?
Am I grappled in such a way that it just no,
There's a
it's
tentacle that is like a pseudopod that is like wrapped around you, holding you.
all right.
Wrapped.
So I'm gonna read. Misty Step is the only component is vocal, so I just have to say the words or whatever. And it's the spell says briefly surrounded by silvery mist, I teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
I'll allow it.
All right.
All right.
So I'm like, never again. This sucked. And then I'm just gonna turn around and just gonna be like, oh, and Tasha's caustic brew right back at the mimic, and I need a dex save. Was that a 4?
No, that was a 2. That's why I said 2.
Okay. So 2d4 acid damage. Damn it. 2 and so just 3 acid damage now, but then at the start of each of its turns, it will now take 2d4 acid damage. You are now covered in acid.
All right. So you turn it just like all over the bookshelf sides and things. You're like, spit it.
Yep.
Yes, I will again hurl with such accuracy as you've never seen before, hopefully, and I shall hit this beast.
Every time he does this, I want to get more cameras.
All right. So that's 16 plus 7. So I'm assuming that hits.
Oh yeah.
And another 5 points of fire damage.
All right. It is. You hit it with the fire. Now it's covered in food and like acid and fire, and you see this form of it like just melt down into this like viscous or like substance, and it tries to like, and then like out of the way, like kind of like just drops down, and now it's like this moving puddle, but it's kind of like trying to move away from you, and it's starting to head towards the wall.
Nope. You don't get to do that. You do not get to do that.
Your turn. All right.
I guess not. I got him.
All right. So you get really excited. You're like, you swing at it, and it's like falling to the ground and changing form. And where it was, you kind of stumble, and like, but you've got the velocity. You kind of like fling your axe, and flies over the wall, hits its wall, and like flames off like the metal. All right. Go.
Full shot.
I don't think that you're going to get away with this. And I'm going to attack it with... I don't want to use another second level spell.
Huzzah!
I'm just gonna hit it with a firebolt.
Okay.
I'm tired of this tower. That is a 15 to hit.
That hit.
Just 4 points of fire damage.
Yes, this thing, it doesn't look like it's necessarily stopping, does it? Oh dear. Well, perhaps if fire is not working, then perhaps ice will, and I shall hurl an ice knife at it. Let us see if I can hit this thing with my ice knife.
Rolled an 11 dexterity.
Oh, good. So that's a 19 on its actual attack, and it also failed the Dex saving throw, so it takes 10 points worth of blunt damage. I'm sorry, that's piercing damage, and then 2d6 worth of cold. So,
That was
12.
awesome. That was like super fun.
Mhm.
12 points.
It see like the ice crystals kind of like cover it, and it like shivers in its gelatinous form. It kind of like stops and it shit, and then it turns and looks at like tries to look around, like it's still trying to figure out what's what, and it just like swipes out towards Photo. And it does an 11. Hold on, +5. That's 16. 16 hit you? Yes, you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. 4 points of damage. 4 points of slashing damage. All right, now Fodor, it's your turn.
You mean Ticto?
No, Fodor's after the mimic.
I go last.
I thought he just went.
No, Fodor just got hit.
Oh, gotcha. Proceed.
Alright, even more agitatedly than before. Rick? That was 90.
Okay, you still have to go get your axe.
I've got
Oh, you have a sword. Yes.
two-handed swing it at the mimic.
All right. What's your roll for attack?
Plus 22. I've been rolling 16.
Wow. 22. Maybe you just need to come here to.
Maybe. Why do your
Yeah.
dice like me more than mine?
I don't know, because they hate the shit out of me. So, all right, that definitely hit. Is this the pretty one you just found?
Yeah, pretty much found.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That would be you're doing two hands. That is D10, correct?
For longsword?
It's a personal, so he's doing two-handed.
Yeah, D10.
Yeah, it's a D8 single. That's it.
7 damage.
All right. You swing into this ooze and like get in there. And you're like giggling around in there a whole bunch. You're like, ah! Like at the end of like 10 rings, where he puts his rings in there, just like gut like blends with his gut. Yeah. And the thing like is like, oh, and then just kind of like, if you can see like amorphous goo become more gooey and just like kind of like,
Whip the mimic.
yeah, you killed the mimic.
Do a mimic boom.
Yeah, you did. It's a nice frothy latte of a mimic.
The D&D edition of Will It Blend. Got it.
Yes, will it blend? The answer is yes. It will. As long as
So-
you have an angry gnome to do.
So, I fully realized that I miscalculated on it, the mimic being a chest, but I will point out there was a mimic. And also, I'm going to look at Denink and be like, where the fuck were you?
Oh, was I supposed to fight? Right. Noted. I will do so next time.
Yeah. You aren't expected to help, so we don't.
I'm starting to think I should have just left you lying there dying. But fine. Sorry.
To be honest, I didn't know what to do when watching you fight a bookshelf.
If it fights, it's awful.
And
Fair.
on a different note, someone forgot I existed because you didn't have the screen. So, or I did and I forgot because I was looking at cells for TikTok and then didn't pay attention. Bye, man.
I'm just going to go over and, like, kick the last chest open.
All right. It also attacks you. Roll for initiative.
Why?
Just a room full of mimics. Like that one adventure you took us through where it's nothing but mimics. everywhere.
I loved that. That was such a fun module.
Everything attacked.
Everything hated you.
Yeah, everything. You remember that time we got beat to death by ants? That was awful.
Mhm.
Alright, anyway. So, you open up this chest. You open up this chest now or no?
Yes.
Alright, I would like a dexterity check.
Natural 17.
Okay, you're fine.
Okay.
As you're opening the chest, you hear a little like click, and then like a thing comes out, like a little needle.
Ah, fuck!
But you're able to get your hand out of the way because it was like for some reason it was a slower moving mechanism. Like they're thinking due to like age or disrepair, it's just in there. And but you open it up, and in there is a number of items. One is like a very shining, bright, shining like cloth.
Mm.
It's kind of hard to actually take a look at. It's a purple cloth. And also in there is a number of scrolls. And the scrolls are for a use of healing word and cure wound.
Do I know anything about the cloth?
Did you pull it out?
Yeah.
It appears to be a cloak.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to kind of right myself, and I'm going to continue casting that ritual.
Trying to see if I have anything. I don't have anything for detect magic or anything like that. I'll try it on. Screw it.
It's a mimic.
Did you do any kind of investigation or Arcana check, anything, or you just put it on?
I just put it on.
You just put it on. All right, you are now wearing a purplish cloak.
And then I kind of try and inspect it and try to figure out anything magical about it.
Are you doing it like nighttime, daytime style?
Arcana check
All right.
or investigation.
You have Arcana. It's not a fantastic thing, but
That's just an 11.
okay. Cloak feels pretty cool.
Hmm.
You might want to try a little harder next time you feel, but
Yep.
right now you're like this cloak.
I just like, I look fucking swell.
Yep.
I look great in this thing. That's all that matters.
All right. You have a purple cloak.
Okay.
All right. Well, so while you guys are there, what are you guys doing for the 9.5 minutes that it takes after you threw the cloak on and nothing really happened?
Well,
What are you doing while Edward is continuing?
are we capable of short resting? Or I guess Edward
That would
wouldn't
take
be.
an hour, and if you want to do an hour,
Okay. Then, no, that's fine. Do we wanna take a short rest, guys, or shall we
Well,
just?
that's entirely up to you, gentlemen. I'm perfectly fine at the moment.
that's the coolest cloak I've ever seen.
I know. No, that's fine.
Oh, no, there's a cloak called Tales from the Yawning Portal. It's the Hellhound cloak. It turned you into a Hellhound for an hour.
What? That's kind of rad. Okay.
Don't get excited.
All right.
Cloak of greater purpling.
Yes, you have a very swanky cloak. It does
Charisma bonus. Got it.
Yes. Just sorry. What really tips you off that it's a magic cloak is as you throw it on, it seems to be very large. But once you like do the squish around your shoulders to buckle it in,
Oh,
goes
hell yeah.
shoulder size.
This is magic. I don't know what it does, but it's magic.
It's very purpley.
And I'll figure this shit out later.
Yep. All right.
Do I
So
find anything rummaging around the room?
no, you guys have pretty much there's books, and you're like, yay.
Okay. Well, I'm at half health and I have 2 spell slots left, so we can either short rest or continue
Who
on.
is injured right now?
I am.
How injured?
I am at less than half health.
Okay. Denise will walk around and be like, I'm sorry I wasn't in the fight, but I see you are injured. May I help?
I would appreciate it, yes.
Okay. He will like reach out to you and going to like as he does, you see all these like little wires and like things come out and like plug into your body, like just like little tendrils come out of his hand, and he does as he does it, you feel this like warm energy come through. So he gives you 9 hit points
Nice.
of healing back. He's like, does anyone else?
That was the coolest but most terrifying thing I have seen in my entire life.
Why? What was unnerving about it?
All of the tendrils, but it was also really cool, so don't worry about it.
Okay, anyone else need any help? Okay.
No, thank you. No, I'm good. No,
Are you certain?
I'm fine.
You know, like I don't have to touch you if that makes you feel uneasy.
No, I'm only lightly injured. No, thanks. I'm good.
Right. Okay. And then he'll.
Oh, come on, Fodor. It feels good.
No.
I don't know much about people or emotions, but the way you said that made me mildly uncomfortable.
Don't worry about it. You're cool.
That didn't help.
Yeah, definitely not.
While he's sitting there, he's gonna walk through the room, kind of dark, and he's gonna stand there and look at the torches on the wall, and he's gonna do like you see like his hand, like little fingertips, open up, and he'll like shoot a little fireball out at the torches and light them up. He goes, that should make it a little easier to navigate.
Meanwhile, Edward's just kind of like going around in a circle. He's, chanting in a language that most of them probably are not going to understand. Meanwhile, he's, setting more things down, picking some things back up and whatnot. He's going through the full ritual.
Okay.
Darky.
Okay. As I would like a perception check from the two that are not. I'm assuming you're walking around and like listening to stuff, looking at stuff. So, Pico and Fodor, I would like perception check.
Perception is I got a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear anything. You're just kind of like you're happy. It's a little bit brighter. You're focused and kind of like whatever. Pico, you're walking around kind of like with a stick, poking like every barrel and everything. You're like, you're making sure. No, none of you hear anything. All right, Edward, you finished the ritual.
Okay. And so I start trying to kind of go around the room and detect the magic.
Okay.
How many auras do I sense, and can I get a beat on like which one of them is the strongest?
Okay. You detect 5 auras. The first one is coming off the long sword on the back, on Hodor's back. Then obviously, as you guys figured out from the cloak is magic. Hodor's is a little brighter than the cloak, but not by a lot. Nothing are like wow. The book that he found that's pretty bright. And then you look over at Demink, and like kind of like Tony Stark's arc reactor, like right in the center, is a little pulse. But you, having lived in Ebron for a long time, you understand like that's the heart of the Warforged. But up the stairs, what's your range on this?
The spell's range is 30 feet, and it can be blocked by a foot of stone or 1 inch of common metal.
Also, I think it gives the school of magic, right?
If I am aware of the, it does, I believe, give me the school of magic as well. If I concentrate on the aura.
Okay, well, the other 3 are just enchantments. Like you don't even guess. You're like it's an enchanted item. But walking, but then up the stairs, you see, it's like a trail. You feel a trail going up there, and it feels dark, like infernal.
Okay, well, since the spell itself lasts up to 10 minutes, I'm going to concentrate on it, and I'm going to like pick up on this like trail, and I'm just gonna like start following.
It's got a haphazard pattern, you know, like as if somebody was trying to carry a bucket full of water, and like it keeps dripping out, but they're trying really hard to hold it steady. And you see it here and there, and it's like every, sometimes there's little drops of magic-ish type stuff. Sometimes there's 3. Sometimes there's like a glob, and like it looks like somebody is spilling a magic.
When I see Edward like heading off, I'm gonna follow him as well.
Right. All of you go. Do you want me to accompany you?
Yes, please.
Right. And so you head up the stairs, and it's getting. You now. Let me get a perception check.
Okay. Test camera. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 10 for me.
Okay. Get up to you get up the top and you see a entity. It's an armored. You see this black armor and these like tattered red wings that are like. One is like kind of hanging limply, and you see this like blood oozing down the back of it. And this creature's like, where is it? And he's like tearing apart this room. And he's like, he doesn't know you're there. But you see he's like ripping apart the room. He's like, I feel it, it's his. And as he's doing that, he whips around and he sees a bright, glowing yellow eye. And he's got a bifurcated spear. And it's black armor on him.
You said he's hurt?
You know where it is.
You said he's hurt?
One wing is hurt.
I'll look at him and I'll go, oh, dear, it looks like you're hurt. Do you need any healing?
I expected. That was not one. Yes, I do.
Oh, well then here.
Can I tell what it is?
I'll carefully approach him, and I'm actually going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. What'd you say, Edward?
As I'm going to carefully approach him.
Sorry, Ticto. What did Ticto say?
Do I know what it is?
Let me get an Arcana check from you.
Ah, damn it. Arcana, that's a 15.
All right. Let me get a religion check from you just to see if I can.
That is a 18.
Okay. Yes, you know it's a fiend, and you think back to the days of school. That is a Cambion, and you're fairly certain that it's evil.
Mm-hmm.
And as you realize this, you're like, oh, it's a demon. I know it's a demon. What kind? You're like, I know it's a devil. You're like, fuck, it's a Cambion. And as you're doing it, Edward touches it, and you see Edward heal, and the wing kind of like slip back up and stitch back together.
Wow, for a full fucking like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's 13 points.
Edward?
And
Edward?
he's like, this changes nothing. Where is it?
Where's what?
Where is the scroll? I smell it on.
What squirrel? Don't know what you're talking about.
Why would a scroll smell?
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on, gents.
Right. It doesn't actually smell. I can sense the scroll on you. Happy? Better?
I don't know. I get a here.
Ed? Always have to fight? You can have the word.
You just like, I don't know what's going on. Your audio just went away.
Like completely?
Yeah,
I heard
that
nothing
like
of that.
5-10 seconds of I don't know what's going on. I think your cord's messed up. You might need to move it closer.
What about now?
That's better. I've had to crank you up to max, crank up the desktop audio up to maximum today.
Really loud, too.
Yes, and
Yeah.
nobody ever. Wait, face. Oh, always. Alright, well, anyways.
That's better.
What about now?
That's way better.
Okay. He's like, right. He's taking, as you guys are asking him infuriating questions, he's like, you don't have to fight all the time. Words work. Right. I can sense that you have a scroll on you.
Mm-hmm.
It is the...
You mean this one? And I'm going to show him the healing word scroll.
I'm going to look at the two of them, Ticto and Fodor, and I'll be like, gentlemen, this poor thing has been through hell. Can't you see that? Here, let us go ahead and sit over here, and we can talk about this.
No, I want the scroll.
Oh, of course. We are here for a scroll, too.
Okay, and I'm going to hand him the healing word scroll that I got earlier.
Perhaps we
Right. And he stands up, and he's like, I'm sick of your shit. He's like, I don't have time for this. And at that moment, he looks and he notices Denise, and he's like, you know where it is.
He doesn't know anything. He just woke up like an hour ago.
But it doesn't matter. Roll for initiative. I know what you're trying to do, and I have none of it.
No. All right. That's
Oh, that sucks.
I got an 18.
you guys could be worse than
18.
Okay, so 20, 15 to 20. So that's tick for a wizard. You are uncannily high.
It's because I'm a chronomancer. It gives me
All right.
bonus to initiative.
10 to 15. Wow. That's 5 to 10.
This is gonna end badly.
Who has the higher dex? He also. You got a 5?
Who has the higher deck?
Yeah, what's your dex?
Oh, I got a 2.
Oh, 2 total.
Yeah, 2 total.
Wow.
One on the dice, and I only get 1 for my initiative. Not a deck.
All right. But
I'm a tiny, clunky fighter.
that's amazing. When he yells at Dening, kind of like powers back and then it's like remembered getting yelled at for not helping the last time. He's going to like stand up and the tip of his finger opens up and he's gonna shoot a firebolt at him. Wow, legendary. I really am disappointed. And he's going to do 2 points of fire damage.
Did it appear to hurt him?
It burns and then kind of like draws back a little bit. Like he's still hurt, but nowhere near as bad as like what you'd think. All right, Tick-Two, you'll go.
I'm gonna be like, all right, time for a poor man's hold person, and I'm gonna cast levitate on him.
Okay. Does he have to do anything?
I need a con save.
Okay. 6.
Yes.
3, so it's 9.
Okay. So a creature within 20 feet of me, rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. The target can only move by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach.
Right.
So he's stuck in the middle of the room.
Right. All right. Cool.
Well, that actually,
Hold on.
it assumes that like the ceiling is not 20 feet high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming, is this how tall's the?
Just assume
No,
you got him.
I can move him up to anywhere out like within 0 to 20. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna like put him in the center. Like,
Yeah.
how about you calm the fuck down, bitch? I can do this all day.
All right. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna go, nice. But I can do that too, thanks that my wings have been healed, and he will fly towards.
No, he can. He can only move by pushing or pulling.
Something that has a fly speed. No.
It's the target can move. Says the target can only move by pushing or pulling against a fixed object.
So the air that his wings would move.
Basically, he's held in place in the air.
Fly.
Yes.
Is that what we're doing?
He's magically held in place. That's what the spell says.
No, he's magically levitated. He's not held in place. He's levitated.
I would say DM has the final word on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you levitated a flying creature, so you just did half the work of the takeoff.
Fine.
I mean, he has big wings that Edward just fixed.
Fine. I may have miscalculated.
He's like, I see what you were doing there, and it was quite a nice, good intentions, but bad execution. And he is going to attack 21 to Tick-Two. 21 to hit.
21 to hit. That's a hit.
Yes. And you are going to take 9 points of fire damage as he shoots a fire ray at you. And then he's going to look toward Edward for a 24 to hit.
Oh, he's gonna attack the guy who healed him.
He doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
And you're going to take 10 points of fire damage. And he's like, I understand your intentions, but all is fair when searching for a purpose. Now, you may go, Edward.
Edward gets a look on his face as he. What did he get attacked with?
It's a fire ray.
Okay. He's going to pat himself down oddly calmly. And he's going to look at this thing and he's going to say,
Oh, you shouldn't have done that, friend.
everything's fair, you say. Fine. And I cast Hold Person on him.
You just unlocked Mean Edward.
Okay. Is there a check for that one or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
he will need a save.
8.
Oh, that's a fail.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
So I cast Hold Person on him, and then I very calmly walk up to him, and I say, now I do believe that I wanted to have a conversation. You can either stay there stuck like a statue as my friends beat you down, or we can have that conversation.
I like the first option.
He's like,
I'd like to kill it at this point. Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna cooperate, Edward.
He's going to fight. He goes like, I have nothing to say to you.
Oh well.
You know what I'm looking for. You have one yourself.
Yeah, this one. I'm gonna show it to him now.
He's gonna lose his mind. It's like, give it to me. And then he's like,
You're not in the position to make bargains.
You're waving it around. He's
No.
gonna stop and he's going, where did you get that?
I found it.
It's like, that is not the one I am searching for.
Oh, fuck.
As he's saying that, like, now he's transfixed by this scroll. Like, he's like, where did that?
Somewhere. Doesn't matter.
No, it matters. Where did you?
I got it from a guy.
As he loses, now he's willing to talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what? Well, have you read it?
Yes. Well, I tried. It gave me a headache.
And it is not. He
Let's
Oh,
start
he
by
says to
asking the
Edward.
obvious question.
he says to Edward,
I'm gonna like, as we're talking, I'm like flipping him over like upside down.
he says to Edward, he's like, he points over his bag, to a bag that's sitting on a chair. And he's like, in that bag, you will find a similar scroll. He's like, it is also complete. And from what I have been told, and through my studies, another scroll lies in this room. That is what I see.
Let's talk about exactly what it is you know about these scrolls.
I know that combining them will give.
I'm gonna start like edging slowly towards the bag. Just
He's watching you. He's like, at this moment, he's like, right now he's like, I can't stop. How long does this spell last?
Be
Let's see
careful,
here.
Tic-Toe.
The spell lasts concentration up to a minute.
So he is
I
going.
have my sword ready,
Yeah,
just for when he breaks out.
he's going to be like, I can't stop you. Go looking.
mine.
Frankly, I don't really care about your scroll. I want to
He's
know
like, well,
what
I
you
care
know about
greatly
them.
about yours.
Like, I'm looking through the bag.
There is just a couple things, like a couple books, and there's like a book written in Infernal, and there is another scroll. But this one, unlike yours, that has like a simple brown, just the handles.
Mm-hmm.
This one is like, it has like a black stone
Mm-hmm.
at the ends of it, and it's got some scrolling in a language you can't read. Um,
I shove it in my bag and then shut around. It's like, so do you have anything important to say, or you just say that you're interested in the scrolls?
says the wielder of the possessor of the scroll, once completed, will have access to unimaginable power.
Cool. Is that enough for you, Edward?
And then he drops to the floor and he smiles and he says, "Looks like time's up." Stab, 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 stab. All right, Fodor, attack.
Yep. Do I hit
Yeah,
him?
well, you got to roll for damage. You got to roll to hit.
Since he's prone, does he get
Do I get
You
advantage?
do get advantage. He is prone.
Much better. 23.
Okay. Yes, that hits. Nine.
9 damage.
Nice. All right. And so, yeah, he falls to the ground, and as he's falling, Fodor just nails him with the back with his sword, and he falls to the ground.
Raging.
And oh, you're raging?
I am now raging.
Oh, all right, and you're
I didn't
raging.
say it before I attacked, but I'm gonna.
Okay, so and then as he does, Fodor slams him into the ground, and you see this gnome holding double-handed sword. And Denise walks up and he's like, "Right." And he stands over top of him, this prone creature, and just like he just pours acid right onto his face. As
Nice.
he takes 7 points of acid damage. And he's like, "We'll have none of that, sir." Now it's Victo, your go.
I'm gonna cast a magic missile.
Okay.
Need another D4. There it is. Oh my gosh, that sucked. 4. Just 7 points of force damage.
Okay. He's gonna stand up. And he's gonna look around and he's gonna see Fodor raging and Denink standing right there, and he's gonna make 2 hits, swing at both of them with his spear. Like he's gonna go towards one and the other. First attack is towards Fodor. That's a 14 to hit.
That is my armor.
But you're raging now. Does that put you up, or what is that?
Nope, that doesn't do anything.
Okay.
I'm not the cool kind of barbarian.
Okay. All right, and then yeah, both hit. So the first, it's gonna take 5 points of slashing damage for you, and 6 points for Denise.
Halved Fodor.
Why is it half?
He's just barbarian. Just gets resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning while raging.
All right.
Yeah.
You take 3, a staggering 3. Okay, Edward, your turn.
very well? This is going to hurt.
You messed with the bowl, bitch.
And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt against him.
Oh my.
Okay.
So does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
Yes. Fodor.
Again. Nope.
What is it?
8.
No, that does not hit. All right. As he's standing up now, Danique is gonna stand back and he's gonna stand back and the tip of his finger bends open and he holds it out and then as he's stepping, like slips back and fires off into the air and now he hits the ceiling and there's a little ball of fire now growing up in the ceiling. Victo. No, he lit the ceiling. Oh fuck. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on him.
Okay. Okay.
Fuck, that's not a hit. It's only a 10 to hit.
Nope.
Fuck.
He's going to look at Ticto. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh. That's a 21.
Oh, nice.
Fuck off! Get out of my
He's going
head!
to look at you, and he's going to say to you, I think you should give me the scroll. And you're going to feel a little tug in the back of your head, and you're going to be like, I should give him the scroll. And then at the same note, you're going to be like, no, fuck that.
No, I want the scroll more.
Yes, so his attempt to charm you failed. Edward, your go.
Scroll's mine, bitch.
I'm going to try another guiding bolt, actually.
Okay.
But I'm going to have to cast it as a second level spell.
Okay, I cast it up.
Ah, much better.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so does a 23? Or, I'm sorry, that's a 22.
It does definitely hit.
All right, excellent. So then, I need an extra d6 for this one. Where's my other d6? Bad Brian.
Can't wait.
There it is.
We're in the campaign. I could just grab a handful of dice. Be like, what happened? What dice?
Rocks, man.
Rocks.
Polygon rock.
So that's 18 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Ooh. That's gotta hurt.
Okay, that's a lot. All right, go ahead. It is now Bodor's turn. He is now bleeding profusely.
I am gonna try and hit him with this new shiny sword.
Okay.
And I don't think I do. Attack. Damage there. Yep. 17.
Nope.
Eh.
All right.
Start getting more and more frustrated.
Right now, as you look at the little spot where
How's he looking, by the way?
he's bleeding. There's like blackish ichor coming all over. You now know from the wounds that you see that that was definitely blood that was on the steps on the way up.
He's messed up already. Got it.
Yeah, but then you healed him all the way, which is pretty nice of you. And then he was like, "I'm evil. I don't care." But now you look up at the ceiling, and that little spot that Danique hit with his firebolt is it's starting to spread. It's no longer just a little pinprick. It's now like starting to spread over the ceiling. So now it's moving. It's like twice the size now. You see the flames starting to like spread.
Danique, what did you do?
Nothing. It was an accident. I'll put it out. I promise. In a moment.
Exact.
Yeah. But then he's going to point another finger. Going to like open up, and you're going to see this like greenish ray of like caustic, nauseating, smelling stuff go out at him at the Cambion, and he's going to just miss. He's like, "Oh, I must be off my game today." Right. Now it's Ticto's turn.
Let's see. Not a lot of options left. I'm gonna chill touch. I got There we go. That's a 24 to hit.
That hit.
Okay. There you go. D8. Oh, that's 8 points of necrotic damage.
8 points of necrotic.
It's like this spectral hand's gonna like shoot out from mine and just like slap him upside the face. Like, bitch.
Nice. He you come out and you touch him and you slap his face with the necrotic damage. And at first he's like he expects the damage to resist. And then it sits, and then it's like he's got this like handprint of blackness over his face that just kind of starts spreading a little bit. He's like, like you can tell he's not happy that it didn't work. So now, but because of that, he focuses his attention on you.
Oh shit.
And he's going to fire out one of his fire rays. For a 15.
Shield.
Okay. And then he's gonna do another one for 16.
Damn it. Ow! Actually, no. The shield lasts until the start of my next turn, so that is also a miss. So.
All right. So he's gonna be like, pew pew, and you're like, ha ha.
It's like.
So.
Wah!
Yeah. So all right. It is now Edward's turn.
Very good. Edward will go ahead and attack him by casting one of his new cantrips. He's actually going to use Frostbite. So actually, rather than me roll, which I don't know why I switched my dice cam, I'm going to need him to make a con save, please.
Ooh,
Oh, a stunning, staggering 3.
Oh, yes.
6 total.
Excellent. That is a failure. Now I may transition to my dice cam so that I may roll damage.
Wow.
That is 3 points of frost damage.
Excellent.
And as per Frostbite, he will now go ahead and have disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
Nice. All right, Fodor's turn.
All right. Hit him with the sword, maybe. Probably no.
wasn't the next attack supposed to get advantage because of guiding bolt? Is that?
Yeah, that was a thing.
Oh, too late now. It's whatever. Still hit.
Well, I mean, the last attack was
Me.
Did it?
yeah, that was your fist.
What do you roll for damage?
Hooray! 12 them off.
All right. He is like Fodor comes up and after you freeze. Where did you freeze him again? Did you actually do a Ticto set freeze his nuts?
No, I imagine Edward
Okay,
is probably.
Thankfully. All right, good. So you froze up and it didn't do a whole lot of damage. Like it hit the ice, hit him, and then it kind of spread and then retracted. But there's still a little spot. But he's taken aback. He's and while he's shocked that at what's going on, Fodor comes back and just with an overhead swing, just cleaves into him, and the guy's blood's pouring out of his mouth. He's barely holding on, but he's just enough, looking, and he's looking at you guys, and he's not doing well at all. And now the fire up top is spreading even further. Now most of the ceiling is now on fire.
As a free action, I will say to him, surrender and we will release you.
He's going to cough more blood out. And do any of you speak Infernal?
I do, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
He in Infernal tells you essentially you could go fuck yourselves.
He said no.
The way he's leaving is over your dead body.
He said no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave out the nasty parts.
Pity.
Damn it. All right. Danique is gonna look, and he's gonna hold out his arm, and these two little flanges are gonna like come out the side, and he's gonna shoot like an arrow, like a crossbow comes out of him. But it misses completely. Now it's Ticto's turn.
I'm gonna slap him again, like backhand with a chill touch.
Okay.
That is a 16. That doesn't hit, right?
Does not.
No.
I'm gonna chronal shift. Actually,
Okay,
no.
what's
I'm not.
that?
I'm not gonna chronal shift. Never mind. Not for an
Okay.
attack. Next time. Next time, Gadget. Okay.
Okay.
Go on.
All right. Disadvantage for him?
Yes, I believe if it's a weapon attack.
It is a weapon attack. All right. Well, then he does a 26 towards Danique.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, he rolled a 19 and a 15, and then he's going to go towards Edward.
That's a
That is
chronal shift.
That's a 24. So it's 2 attacks. So Danique is going to take.
How are they're both full health, right? Or
No, Danique is not.
Edward is though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not at full health.
How much?
All right. So
Fuck.
Danique is going to take 8 points of piercing damage.
And as he moves to me, would
And then
my allies,
Edward,
would my
you're
allies
going
get
to
attack
take
of
6
opportunity?
points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Is anyone getting an attack of opportunity as they move away? As does
He
Fodor?
hasn't moved.
Oh, is it a ranged attack?
Well, he hasn't really moved. It's not a huge room.
Okay.
So, but yeah, they are ranged.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a 20 to 60 foot range.
Okay.
So he can clear the room with this spear.
Okay.
Now it is Edward's turn.
He will need another con save, please.
You've kind of found your sweet spot.
I don't know. I like this
Natural
one.
1.
I think I have found that sweet spot then, yes. All right.
You do not need to roll.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. If you can do 1 damage, you kill him.
Then yes, he is dead, frozen.
All right.
solid.
How do you kill him?
I'm going to look at him after getting stabbed with this spear, see my blood running out of me, just kind of like hold it up in my hand, and I'm going to use that same hand to like just a jet of frost like coming from my hand and just covering him and freezing him solid.
Okay. As you hit it, and you see initially that little bit of like it hit, and then the body absorb it, and then it just explodes out of him, like everywhere. You see like the crystals start poking out the body everywhere, and the look of just like shock all over his face. As he's like, you could tell his final thoughts were like, "Fuck, that hurt."
I'm gonna
And
just like
it just covers his whole body until he's like completely crystallized.
in his last moment of existence, I'll be like, "You should have taken the deal."
I run up and hit him in the crotch with my staff.
All right.
As he shatters.
Let me get an attack, and how hard?
That's a dirty it's a dirty 20.
Okay, you hit. Let's get some damage.
That's 6.
All right, yeah, you hit him, and he cracks. Like there's cracks through the whole thing, and you see like a couple more good whacks, he might fall apart.
Aw, I wanted him to break into a bunch of pieces. So much for that
Right.
idea.
And as you're sitting there, you see them spider, and then the leg falls off, and he falls to the side.
Yay!
Leaving nothing there except for his bifurcated spear pieces of a cambion and his scale mail.
One spear. Going.
Is it?
You're gonna grab the spear. Grab.
You grab the spear?
Grab.
Okay. All right, you.
Grab it right now.
All right, you have a cambion spear.
I'm going to work.
I'll send it. I'll write it up and put it in your inventory.
Okay.
But do you take the mail too or no?
Well, I'll take it. But
That's
You're
all
a
you,
barbarian,
Fodor.
right? Yeah, you can't.
wear it, but
All right. Is your spell is no longer active? Is it?
Which one?
Your detect magic spell?
I don't know.
Oh, I do believe it's off. Yes.
Oh yeah, because you would have had to break concentration.
Correct.
Okay.
But what I will
right,
do is before I
now-
start doing anything else, I'm going to start using Druidcraft to like put out the fires.
Okay. Also,
I'm gonna
As,
try to assist with prestidigitation as well. I think that helps with
okay.
that stuff.
Also as you're doing it, you see, Denink is like pulling out of one of his like side compartment, like it's not like we're a pack, but it's in the back. He pulls out this like blob of whatever. Like, it doesn't really look like anything, but as he fiddles with it, it's just like a bunch of shapes. As he fiddles with it, it turns into like it looks like a cloth. And he begins batting at the flames with it as well. So all three of you have the fire put out very quickly. And then he takes this and he folds it back up, and it turns into it, and he puts it back. Yeah. And he's like, he just looks at you and he goes, "Artificer." And he goes,
like, okay. Oh, okay.
he's, so fire's out. You now have 2 scrolls.
Fuck yeah! Now I'm gonna look at it.
One in
Me.
here.
Do you say that to him?
I look to him and I say, Mink. He said
You
that
say
you
that
knew
to
where
him,
the
or-
other. He said you knew where the third one is. Do you know where the scroll is?
Oh, he's angry, Edward. You should probably tell him if you do.
Yes, but I only. Yes, and he goes over to the wall, and as he reaches his hands out, like there's the little tendrils. It like a little piece of his hand. Turns
It's like
into,
Fifth Element.
a little like key.
It's
comes
like
out,
Fifth Element. Just like
you're starting to put together that this guy is. Like when he said artificer, you're like, there he goes. All right, that gets it. So, and he's able to unlock the door, and it opens to a hidden compartment where he's like, I don't. It was here, but I didn't know what it was. I just knew something was here.
mine.
No one's
Tiptoe.
fighting him for it. Like of course.
I don't want it.
Tiptoe.
Hmm.
I'm not the guardian of this place. But
Then who
I
is?
was coming to search.
Tiptoe.
What?
It guardian of
Give
place. What do you
me
Another
the
Warforged.
sack.
No.
Another Warforged that has fallen into
Mine.
a long time ago.
Tiptoe. These scrolls belong at the bottom of the swamp.
No.
This scroll is made of a blood red. Its handles are like this blood red, like
Ooh.
and like it's like a bloodstone.
See,
It's,
they're different colors.
Yeah. But as you
Edward?
look at them, what do you do with them? Do you hold them next to each other? Do you look at them? Do you like make?
Yeah,
them
I like lay them out all next to each other.
I
do
produce.
they touch?
Don't you dare!
Do they touch at any point in time?
Yes.
Okay. As they touch, like you see each one kind of like pull into the next one, and so now you have
Oh,
one
yeah.
with like the basic wooden handle that becomes like a blackened onyx handle, and then you see the streaks of the bloodstone through it. And you see scoring that looks like it could be a language, and the words fill out a little bit more.
Yes.
And you're looking at it, so I need a wisdom saving throw.
This reeks of fuckery. It's a conspiracy.
Oh, I failed this one. It was a 9.
Okay, you take 18 points of psychic damage.
Ah!
It's like a spike into your brain.
Tic-Tac passes out.
All right. But instead
Worth it.
it doesn't drop you to 0. Like you're at 1, but you are dropped to the ground. Like it doesn't kill you, but you're essentially under pain now.
Worth it.
And for the next hour, you are incapable of forming a complete sentence. You're due to the pain of your.
Okay.
Your mind is like it's scrambled now. Like everything is like twisting and turning. It's very chaotic.
Even the brain scrambled.
Yeah.
Get
Acid trips you see on TV. Like that's what your brain is like right now.
Okay, so I see him become like this, right?
Oh yeah, you see him like full on, just like the last thing you hear as he goes down is "worth it," and he slams to the ground, and then he just like wild-eyed.
I produce flame in my hand and I throw it at Tic-Tac.
Okay.
I was like, wow.
All right. Well, Tic-Tac, you are now unconscious.
Wait. Am I not able to? Is it just?
You can try, but you're at severe disadvantage. So go ahead.
All right, Tic-Tac, you're gonna have to beat that. It's a 15 plus 7. So.
Okay, that's I'm down.
All right, so 22 takes you down.
You bitch.
You don't have anywhere near. You're in your mind. You have absolutely no idea what the hell just happened. You just know it kind of hurt.
Just everything's fire now.
Yeah. All I see is pain. You're like pain bot.
What in the fuck, Edward? Why?
I'll actually go over without saying a word, and I'm actually going to use my medicine skill to try and stabilize him.
Danique is right there with you, and he casts healing word. He casts.
I will 100% stop him from using magical healing at this moment. I will produce flame in my hand, and I will say, "Let me deal with this."
He's starting, and he's like, "I'll give you one try."
Okay, so I'm just going to stabilize him. I'm not actually trying to like heal him. I just want to make sure he doesn't die.
Okay.
So I guess I'll roll for that. That's only 5 plus 7, so I mean it's still sizable. It's 12.
Yeah, he's stabilized.
Okay. So I go ahead and I stabilize him, and I saw what happened to him when he looked at the scroll, so I don't want to like concentrate on it.
I'm assuming your plan is to like see if you can like knock him out and then him come back clear-headed. Is that what I'm assuming?
Well, I'm got him stabilized at the moment. I don't know if he's gonna necessarily like. I'm kind of thinking to myself that like maybe if I just knock him out and then like let him heal naturally, because it's gonna take an hour for him to regain a hit point. So hopefully when he wakes up he'll be a little bit more bright. But I'm just going to leave him stabilized, and I'm going to kind of like wrap this scroll up in the sack that he was keeping it in.
Okay.
And oh god, do I want to drop it at the bottom of the swamp? Kind of do. but I'm not going to at this moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually let it sit in the sack, and I'm going to drag Tic-Toe out, tie him up, and I'm going to say to Demink to close the wall back up.
You can just close it yourself. There's nothing special.
Oh, okay. So I can just. All right,
Yeah,
got
it was, he's a artificer, and he's got the ability to the right tool for the job.
Okay.
So he can produce any tool, including thieves' tools, because that's just part of his character.
Okay.
So it's nothing really great. It's just that's just what he had, and you guys don't have a rope. So,
I do. I have 50-foot rope.
No, you don't have a rope.
Oh, sorry.
Rogue.
Sorry.
So
Rope.
he has the ability to use thieves' tools as well. So,
Okay.
But it's all built into him being a tinkerer.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So we're going to fast. Are we going to rest now, or what are we doing?
Yeah, we could take a short rest.
You
But I'm
guys-
going to
you
look
guys are
specifically at Fodor, and I'm going to say,
Go ahead.
I'm going to say to Fodor, we need to watch him.
Yeah, that's a little weird. He got kind of obsessed. I just want the loot.
As you during your what's up?
I'm going to say to him, I go, as far as I'm concerned, my business here has been concluded. I wanted to find this next piece of the scroll, and I have done so. As to what we do with it next, that is something best left for a group to decide, clear-headed.
Agreeable.
Fodor, you are unconscious. Still.
Fodor.
Not Fodor. Sorry, I was looking at. It's weird seeing you two when I'm looking at one screen. So, all right, but anyways, yeah, Tic-Toe, you are unconscious. And in this dream, and you are having these fevered dreams, but most of them are of you being like a gnome of unimaginable power. Like you are like wielding the forces of like the elements, right? You are real like the forces of creation and destruction, and you're having these grandiose dreams of you, standing on top of a golden throne, like rending reality to and fro and building it back as you want. And in front of, and like in one hand you're holding the scroll, and in the other hand you're like creating galaxies and like all these other things, like just dreams of you being like just unimaginably powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And like you look down and there's people that are a mix of like admiration and horror at the same time. Like you are being worshipped like as like not just a god, but like the greatest god of ever.
Mm-hmm.
The god king of gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
A super gnome, if you will. No, but that's what you are having these fevered dreams of you being just like unimaginably powerful. And the rest of you, what are you doing while Tic-Toe is having his fever dream?
I'm actually going to ask Demink. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. What did you say your plans were after this whole ordeal?
I don't have a purpose.
Tic-Toe's just like,
Searching for a source of energy. Mostly for my work, but this energy, unfortunately, is useless to me.
Tic-Toe's just like, they're God gnome of gnome kind.
What?
Ultimate power.
That sounds disturbing. But could you use
Amazing.
a individual who has a specialty in, I don't know, making and a little bit of magic?
My friend, have you ever heard of a Tim Tom Tummy Tap?
Oh, yes, right. He's a remarkable potion master, alchemist of legend.
Well,
he kind of owes us a solid, so I'm sure he could find some work for you.
I'm more independent and not looking to work for. What about with you? Does your group need someone of my services?
Well, perhaps, but how do you feel about piracy?
I've honestly given it zero thought. I mean, for the last 300 years, I've just been scouring moorlands for, arcane remnants.
Well, I happen to know a
Busy,
captain.
but
I happen to know a captain of a land ship who could maybe use your expertise in getting his land ship to once again fly in the sky.
those sound appealing. And to be in the is he part of the craft? Is he a maker as well?
Well, he does happen to have another Warforged with him.
Very much like to meet this.
We shall make the introductions then when we get back to the city of Towers.
Greatly appreciate.
I'm going to kind of take a short rest and heal a little bit.
Okay.
Am I also getting a short rest in this time, or am I? No.
We're not. We're
Damn it!
Having crazy dreams.
Batshit crazy and pretended to be the god gnome of everyone.
Sounds like a great dream, to be fair.
Yeah, but you are like you are like this is an awesome dream. Like you are like the god emperor of gnome kind. Like right now, you're pretty stoked about it. So what are we doing now?
We can jump ahead unless Fodor has anything else he wants to do.
I just needed rest.
Okay, did you guys want to check through investigate any further, or are we good to go?
I guess in the hour after, because I'm just going to be doing some very light work. I'm going to go ahead and just do Detect Magic again as a ritual.
Oh, no, nothing out of the ordinary. Tikto's cloak, the sword, Fodor's spear now, and now instead of the 3 signatures for the scroll, it's just 1, but it's super powerful. And then oddly enough, there's a bit of like psychic emanations, like mind magic coming out of Tikto's brain. You know where that came from too. So nothing that really shocks you at this moment. And then Fodor, you got an 18 for investigation.
Yes, sir.
You are able to small pouch of gold coins, and there's 20 gold coins in it, and a rather interesting looking bloodstone. That the bloodstone is going to be worth 15 gold pieces if you could find a jeweler who's willing to work.
Okay.
Okay, so with Fodor, with Tikto all tied up and whatnot, and the hour passes, does he just regain consciousness?
Oh yeah, he regains consciousness. He's a little garbled. And Tikto, when you wake up, you're a little confused. You're really disappointed that you woke up to the world where you're just Tikto again and not the God Emperor of no kind. But now you're kind of like, I have to get these scrolls because these scrolls key to me having ultimate power. You are obsessed, but you also know that you probably should shut up about this.
Okay.
Okay.
God, it's like the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. Yeah, why am I just waking up now?
Oh, you.
My leg's asleep. Why am I tied up?
I'm looking at the scroll, man. Does weird shit to you.
Yes, as your compatriot has said, you.
Why does my face feel burny?
I don't.
Demink, do you happen to have lesser restoration?
No.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, I mean, if you want, you can heal him now.
And why am I tied up? And what do you mean now? And why is no one answering my questions?
Right.
Fodor, come on. We're now buddies.
He's just gonna walk up and he's gonna touch you and cast Cure Wounds. You're gonna get 5 points of healing, and but he's not gonna answer questions. He's like, does that feel better?
Real weird, man. Real weird.
Yes, it feels a little bit better. But doesn't explain why no one is telling me what the fuck is going on.
We told you looked at the scroll and then that's it.
No, nobody told me anything. I just woke up, am I tied up, and nobody's answering questions,
What do you remember?
and I have the mother of all hangovers.
What do you remember after you looked at the scroll?
Do I remember a fire to the face, or just
No.
the scroll? Okay, just curious.
The scroll blasted you to your knees, and you were screaming, holding your head. And then Edward blasted you in the face.
Okay.
Where?
I remember the scroll, and then nothing else.
Now,
That Danika's gonna get really interested at some stuff on a shelf. For a
now
minute.
see.
So then what happened? Because remember, Time Wizard. I've got 8 watches that tell me that an hour has passed, and I can't help but fail to notice that I have 2 people who can heal me here.
Actually, I'm all out of spells.
I did just, and then you hear Danik, his head turns, and he's like, I did just heal you.
Why did it take an hour?
Well, again, I'm all
I don't
out
know,
of
why'd you
spells.
get all
I
weird?
didn't ask you, Edward. I asked Danink.
Fodor just said, why'd you get all weird?
What do you mean, why did I get all weird?
How you got all, like, slobbery over the scroll?
Because I thirst for knowledge, and these scrolls present the most knowledge that I have encountered in a long time.
Like somebody might have questionable moral role.
Oh, really? Questionable morals.
Well, yeah, I'm a mercenary. You're a kind of corrupted evil.
I am not evil.
Why are you tied up?
I don't know. That's why I ask, and no one is telling me.
You should be asking yourself. You should ask yourself how you got here. It's obviously your fault.
I know I didn't tie you up, so how did it come
wait,
to
wait.
that?
Did Fodor just try to like bootstraps the whole like getting out of tied up sort of thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
He 100% was like,
You have to think back to how you fucked up bad enough. Getting ropes.
Wow.
maybe
How about
you
Edward?
ask yourself why what you did to get tied up.
I thought Edward was a dick. Okay.
Whatever. I'm going to use Mage Hand to untie myself, and then I'm going to stand up, dust myself off, and
I
I'm
would
going.
like a dexterity check. You're like, I don't like any of you dicks right now.
You guys are being mean. Dex check is a 19.
Yes. You very petulantly, with this pouty look on your face, and also dissatisfied by the strength of your mage hand, manage to untie it. And
I'm
in
just
the
like,
back of your head, you're like, you wait till I become God.
now. Is this all the information I'm getting right now, or are you just gonna keep playing fucking coy?
Well, I'm sorry. What did you say you wanted to tell?
I've apparently been unconscious for an hour,
Yes.
and I woke up tied up,
Yes.
and I asked why.
Well, frankly, you were Looney Tunes. Do you remember the gentleman downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
You were acting a lot like them. So for your own safety, we only thought it would best to tie you up.
I believe that does, in fact, track.
Very well. That still doesn't explain why you, Mr. Timid Pants, swing wildly between being what seems to be a ruthless person and a rather timid one. Can you explain that to me, Edward? Straight answers.
All right.
That's the person I want to talk to right now.
It is the same person. Allow me to introduce myself. I am not Edward Everflame Niven. My name is Garrett. And I have been running from a terrible fate for some time now.
I see.
By trusting you with this, I also am bestowing upon you a similar discomforting fate. The more you know, the more you go looking for, the more you will find, my friend, that things have a way of finding you.
Go on.
I'll spare you some of the details, but first thing that you should probably know about me is that
Why is Fodor fucking
He's just talking about like the more that you understand, the more this is getting bad. I start slowly reaching up and tugging my
Alright.
because you want to know so bad. You should first understand I did not grow up with my elven mother. I instead grew up with my human father in the city of Towers. I am from Shan. I ran, however. You see, I did not believe in fate. I thought that my parents were being perhaps too cautious when they split up at my birth. I went looking for my mother, and when I went looking, I too found things that were waiting for me. Skipping ahead, I will tell you that I do believe in fate now. And that I know that I am cursed with a terrible, terrible end which is coming for me. My only salvation, my only hope, is to leave this plane and instead journey to the dragon above. Space, it seems, is my only bastion. And I will do anything to get there. I thought perhaps that this scroll would give me the power to make that sort of dream a reality, but after seeing what it has done to you, I can safely say that that scroll is nothing but trouble. Perhaps, in fact, that scroll is the fate I'm running from.
At any point when you were putting the scroll away, did you touch it?
I made sure that I did not make physical contact with it.
Okay,
I tried to use
this.
this.
Make sure that you made physical contact. Okay. You did not. All right. So we learned a little bit about ourselves today. So you want?
I don't know if I'm done with this moment yet, Joel, but so I presume the timid Edward is a facade to throw off pursuers.
That is correct. There are others who are looking for the person they know to be Garrett. Then there are some who are looking for Edward. Then there are some who are looking for a third person still yet not named.
I see.
All of them are myself. All of them are just me.
I appreciate your candor, finally. Get it.
Now, with my candor, with my honesty, comes this warning. Not only are you now burdened by a terrible fate, but I must warn you that if you try to, we'll say, alert my pursuers to my location, I will kill you.
Well, see, I see no reason to alert pursuers as long as we work together.
And that is why I am trusting you with these secrets.
Very well. How about I don't wake up tied up again, and I don't get angry, and I...
No promises, but provided that you keep a clear head, yes.
Very well.
Oh, Fodor, you can take your ears out, your fingers out of your ears now.
Okay. Another
Right,
question.
you made sure I missed all of it, right?
Oh yes, everything's good.
Right. Do we want to role play the return, or are we just gonna head back to Sharn? Or what is
Only
the
if
plan?
you're planning an encounter for... Well, actually, there's another place in the Moorlands that we're needing to hit.
That's correct, because I was drawn to this place, and Fodor was actually... I'm sorry, Ticto was drawn to a different place.
I believe we're at Crimson Water right now. Or are we at the Spire?
You are at Crimson Water, right?
Okay, so, yes, I would like to head towards the Spire of Earthly Anchor, and I believe that is here on the map.
All right.
But I would suggest that we rest for the night. I feel like this place is safe for now.
Okay.
Ticto, I must ask for your word. Please don't go near that scroll.
Fine.
Just for the night.
Very well.
We'll do watch rotation.
Denise,
I feel like I was...
I don't actually need sleep, so I am more than capable of staying up for watch.
Oh, hell yes.
So much of
Edward, can we keep him?
that.
Well, I was thinking about seeing if the captain needed any extra hands
But-
on his.
But no watch rotations.
I have definitely offered my services.
Yes.
And am
yes.
willing to stay with you until we meet this captain of your airship
Hmm.
would gladly stay with
Very well.
Okay.
you.
And now
Oh,
I feel
set up
like
an
I was hit by a very large carriage and then guzzled 3 bottles of vodka. I need to sleep. And Ticto just like collapses, just like spread eagle on the ground.
Right. Forget that you've had this entire conversation, while in the same like room as a dead, like melted, half frozen Cambion.
Mhm.
So yeah, yeah, you pass out, and while you're doing that, like Janine is like pulling vials out of his like little, like, I don't know, off him, and he's pouring this substance over it that's like melting it down. And then you see him like take another vial and like collect up the ooze, and he was like, "Stop it." He's like, "Oh yes, by all means." As you see him like start collecting up the corpse, like,
Cambion bits.
yeah, collecting Cambion bits. You swear as you're starting to fall asleep that like he's like taking bones, like taking pieces and like
Yeah.
putting it in. You're like, whatever. We're all level 5,
Fuck yes.
and wake up a successful long rest and a very happy Janine. Seems to be very comfortable.
Right on.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. Same time next week. Feel free to join us again as we head to, well, try to get to the town. Fire of the Earthly Anger is our next destination.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Good night,
night.
everyone.
Nah.
Good night.